Well, that was fun, wasn't it? The right side won, ladies and gentlemen. The right side won. But does that mean that our fight is over? No, it's really just the beginning. Let's get to it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you did not already know, my name's Jay Costa, and I am just a red-blooded American patriot living, some would say, behind enemy lines here in the state of New Jersey. And if you get value after watching this video, please hit that like button down below and also consider subscribing because we are building a tight-knit community here. You can see it in the comment section down below of like-minded individuals who are looking to protect, fight for, and defend our Second Amendment rights here in the state of New Jersey, as well as other blue states like it. So if that interests you, definitely hit that subscribe button and a notification bell so you can stay up to date on my weekly videos. But in this video, I'm going to go over what Trump's massive victory means for our Second Amendment rights in the next 4 years and how we should plan to use this opportunity to further advance and fight for our Second Amendment rights, especially here in the state of New Jersey and other blue states like it. So this election was huge. I don't have to tell you that. It showed that the Democrat and leftist ruling class does not own the majority of this country as they'd want you to believe. And in New Jersey specifically, Donald Trump only lost by 5%, and I've been calling New Jersey behind enemy lines. That is closer than he lost Virginia by, which some were calling a swing state. So this may tell us that we have a shifting electorate in this country, as well as this state, that we may be able to convince and push a pro-Second Amendment agenda to. In other words, it's not a lost cause like some of you in that comment section seem to think, and that alone is enough to give me personally a lot of optimism. Now, Trump specifically doesn't have the cleanest Second Amendment record. We all know he did try to ban bump stocks in his first term, but since his 2020 campaign and on, he has established a much stronger Second Amendment position than previously. Maybe J.D. Vance is finally getting into his ear. In addition, Republicans now won the Senate and the House, which means we have a massive opportunity here to push our pro-Second Amendment agenda through to protect our Second Amendment rights for years and maybe even decades. This all starts with appointing pro-2A federal judges ASAP. This could help already existing court cases like Coons versus Platkin, which is a challenge to the carry killer bill. This would affect the sensitive locations that we have to deal with as concealed carry holders in New Jersey, as well as the extreme fees attached to applications and renewals. I've made videos on this previously. If you want to check it out, I'll put a link in the description box down below, as well as up in the corner right now. This could also affect and help overturn assault weapons bans on the books here in New Jersey and elsewhere, which would mean no more pinned and welded barrels, no more fixed stocks, and no more having to chop off those evil and dangerous bayonet lugs. This would also include Supreme Court nominations. As we've seen recently, the Supreme Court has a massive impact on either protecting or infringing our Second Amendment rights. So the importance of having a pro-2A Republican president in office for the next 4 years at least is monumental. And this is not just for 4 years. Supreme Court appointments, as you probably know, are lifetime appointments. So this could affect and help us for decades, literally. Now that Republicans own all 3 branches of government, pushing for something like national reciprocity will be much easier to introduce to the floor and potentially get passed. I'm not saying there won't be any obstacles, but it'll be much easier from 2025 to 2027 than it has been recently, and certainly much easier than it would have been if Democrats won this election. The National Reciprocity Act would allow any of us with a concealed carry license in this state to carry in any other of the 50 states. So our CCW license will essentially be recognized and treated like a driver's license instead of immediately turning us into felons if we're too close to a state or city border. We can also hope for and demand a look at passing the National Hearing Protection Act, which would greatly help us in blue states like New Jersey, where we're damaging our eardrums every time we shoot because some leftists think a silencer looks scary in the movies. Lastly, this Trump campaign has been different than prior iterations. Instead of being filled with old-time Republican establishment government cronies, neocons essentially, this time around is a clear push towards deregulation of the federal agencies. And of course, the ATF is the main federal agency that we have to deal with. If the general anti-bureaucratic theme continues, let's call it, that could mean large changes and potentially even defunding of the ATF, which is long overdue. Easing of the restrictions on accessories and allowed length of our firearms may be in the cards, and possibly even getting rid of the silly extortion fee that the ATF charges, frankly, for the right to have a short barrel rifle. Now, even though Trump being in office will stop all major anti-Second Amendment law on the federal level for at least 4 years, that does not mean that states like New Jersey will not keep their foot on the gas. That That is why it is very important to appoint traditionalist judges on the federal level so we can overturn these laws in the courts. These laws that clearly violate the US Constitution and the Second Amendment. At the end of the day, November 5th, 2024 was an important day to the Second Amendment community. It was not a victory, but rather an opportunity, maybe of our lifetime. There will be obstacles ahead and anti-Second Amendment legislation coming from the states to battle with, but if we take the right steps to combat these challenges, our Second Amendment can be even more protected for generations to come. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I want to hear what you have to say. Drop a comment in the comment section down below. What do you think about the election? What do you think about the Second Amendment landscape in the next 2 to 4 years? And what are you looking forward to? And what are you concerned about? Let me know in that comment section down below. And if you like other videos like this, I'll put a link to my custom firearms related playlist in the description box down below, as well as up in the corner right now. Check those out for sure. I appreciate you guys as always, and I will see you next time.